fresh decorating ideas using foliage, and foliage only. I'm talking going beyond the evergreens of winter to a year-round variety of interesting, even sculptural greens, including common houseplants you may know and recognize. Brynn Larsen is here to share. True confession, may I make one?
Absolutely.
I wasn't super excited about green days. This is like the only green thing I own.
Well, you look great.
Well, thanks. I wore it for St. Patrick's Day, so we're repeating here.
Exactly.
And then you walked in the door, and all of a sudden, it's this tropical jungle, and all of a sudden, I'm kind of getting into Green Day.
Isn't it kind of fun?
Yes.
We had a bride come to us and say, I only want green. And at first, we're like, panic mode. Like,
wait,
what do we do, right?
Flowers,
no flowers.
No color.
The only thing she had was white flowers in her bouquet, but the rest was all green. And we're like, what do we do? But it actually was probably one of my very favorites that we've ever done.
Okay, here's what you did. We're looking at photographs of the event. Brynn, stunning.
It was so fun and so different, and it really fit their personality and the vibe of the space. Like, the green just really popped off of those brick walls, and it was so fun to put together.
I don't feel like anything's lacking. When you said no flowers, I got a little panicked for
Absolutely.
that bride, thinking, is this gonna look like a wedding? It does. It looks elegant,
really did.
still kind of that over-the-top sophistication that you want. And how unique are those table centerpieces?
Aren't those fun? So funny, we had to make 108 of them. So our shop was covered. It was like definitely a jungle because we had these huge tropical leaves taking over the shop, but it was so beautiful.
You're like
and green.
ducking
Absolutely.
and dodging through the shop just to make your way to the workspace.
Absolutely.
So what are these? Tell us what we're looking at.
Okay, so these are Monstera greens. They're tropical green.
Say it again.
Monstera.
Monstera.
And I think the key here is adding really great vessels. So if you're gonna keep it really simple with these big bold leaves, add a really neat vessel. I love these long-necked gold vessels.
They're cool.
And then just some really simple other gold glass to mix in different shapes and heights. I just think it gives interest and height to the table and really added that sophisticated look that we wanted to go for with wedding with the gold.
Say it again.
Monstera.
Monstera leaf comes as is. It has the bend. It has kind of the shapes, the openings within the leaf itself. That's very, very
And these are
interesting.
so on trend right now too. I mean, we're seeing this shape everywhere. So this is like, if you want something on trend, this is it for sure.
I mean, one leaf is essentially an entire bouquet. How much does one leaf cost?
Yeah, it's huge. I think they run about 10 or 12 a stem, but you get this huge impact. I think people are afraid of stems that cost that much each, but you get like a huge show with it, you know?
I mean, a wedding's a different story, but for an at-home party, you would only need like
you only
two
need
or
a couple.
three. What's down front?
Okay, so also there's some ferns, some palm ferns, and also these anthurium.
I would call them lily pads.
Right?
What are they really?
These anthurium.
Okay.
Okay, so remember we used to see these a lot in red and white, and like they would give me like the bad shivers. But now we're seeing them in like these different colors.
Wait, rewind. Why didn't you like?
I don't know. I just didn't like the red-white combo.
They creeped you out a little bit.
I didn't like them.
Okay, well these are pretty and fresh.
I love, and they come in a light pink, a white, but the green I love as well because it kind of blends in with the different foliage.
Maybe
as well.
it's because they almost look alive. Like I keep expecting eyes to pop out of that rubbery green leaf or something like that. Okay, and then we talked about down front that fanned effect.
Yes,
What's that?
I love that. That's a palm fan. Yeah, and just to get a different shape and texture, I love that mixed in with all the different big full leaves, just to give kind of a different shape.
Okay, so you talked about the vessel being key, and your vessels here do have the gold metallic. Is that an element to consider to bring in at least one other texture? Maybe not a color, but a texture or a sheen?
Absolutely, I love that. You know I love to add a metallic, so I definitely love this direction. You know, you could get eclectic with the vases if you didn't want to keep it clean and modern. So that's where you really could play with it and have a lot of fun.
What's happening down front? Because this is really fun.
These are fun. So I stole these Helleborus from my mom's yard.
Thanks, Mom.
Exactly. Like, I need something green and pretty. I know where I'm going.
Those are yard clippings.
So these are yard clippings. These last forever as a cut flower. So if you have them in your yard, bring a few inside. Maybe cut them a little bit every week. Give them some fresh water, and they will last like 3 weeks. They last a long time.
They're really an interesting flower to look at, too.
And this is like probably one of the easiest ways to design. So these clay pots are huge. You'll see them all over right now, definitely on trend. And have you ever seen a flower frog?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna pull this out so you can see it.
What is a flower frog?
Okay, so it's this little metal base right here.
Oh wait, you know where I've seen these? Antique stores.
Really?
They use them as kind of photo holders.
Absolutely.
Right, little clips. Okay, but you're using them for the actual purpose, the
Yeah,
intended
absolutely.
purpose.
So you just drop it in the bottom of the vase, add water, and then when you add your stems, it holds them exactly where you want them to go. It's so easy.
So when you've got these droopy, kind of saggy stems, it allows you to be a little more structural and purposeful about where
Absolutely,
you're
and they're
placing
gonna
them.
stay exactly where you put them.
I really thought this was like an antique, who knows what, that was just used to suspend photographs on my desk. So now I know.
Exactly.
I'll let you put that pretty guy back in there. So it doesn't necessarily maintain water, it just maintains placement
Absolutely,
and
shape. So see, like even in this low vessel, we can put things exactly where we want them.
Okay, that's really cool, the way they're hanging and falling, very Mother Nature inspired.
Absolutely.
What's happening behind us?
Okay, so this is smilax vine. And we smilax vine.
Kind of a weird word. Okay.
It comes from the South, and we love to use this in weddings, like to throw it up on a wall and just get that really natural, flowy feel. We absolutely love it.
They kind of look dry. Is that the intended appearance?
It just like looks super natural and pretty. So dried stuff is definitely coming in.
Oh, really?
It's kind of strange how that circles back, right?
Welcome to the cycle. Yeah.
And so it goes up so easy. It already has this arcing, bending flow to it. And you can attach it to walls if you have a party and you want a really great backdrop for photos. This is really fun and it's really, really easy.
Is it budget friendly?
If you get it from the florist, you get a few stems.
There was a pause. You're going to pay for it.
But you get a huge bag of it.
Okay.
Or you can order it from us and get as many stems as you need.
So you can make the most of your money, is what you're saying. That would be a gorgeous backdrop. I mean,
really
for brides who are still doing the formal reception line or any sort of kind of a formal backdrop, that way that would be really pretty.
And we put this behind the head table. We did a full wall of it behind the head table at this wedding, and it was really awesome.
Pretty,
it was a lot of fun.
Cactus, cacti?
We'll say both, right?
Okay, fine. Whatever you say, I say. Do you like this look?
I do love it.
Yeah?
I do. And I'm really excited to put these in my house.
Are you a plant lady?
Working on it. These I am, because you only have to water them like once a month, which I can deal with.
Going around out there that plant lady is the new cat lady. And with cactus, with cacti, if we're going to be grammatically correct here, I could get on board as well because they're so low maintenance, right?
Absolutely, and I love the shape of them. I just think the architectural shape is so pretty. Again, here we can play with vessels like these baskets. We're seeing everywhere. And I loved mixing the basket, this different texture of this white container and a little metallic again.
That's cool. Does this make for a good houseplant?
Absolutely. So these Boston ferns are humongous. It's a great way to add a huge impact with low budget. We hung these at the wedding and they were amazing. They just took up so much space and added so much green for not a lot of cost.
I'm kind of into this green thing.
I
You
know.
brought it today, as you always do. Thank you so much. Entering your busy season.
We are. We're starting wedding season, so it's getting kind of crazy.
If you want any of these stems, though, or blooms, you can order directly from the shop.
Absolutely.
How can we get in touch with you?
So Blooms & Company. You can find us online at bloomsandco.com.
All right. Thank you, Brynn.
Thank
This was fun.
you.
Thank you.